Why couldn't I communicate with my mom in the dream? Why not? I'm happy to see her. She didn't sense that I was there. Why couldn't I communicate? The inability to communicate with my mother in the dream could symbolize several emotional and psychological dynamics. I was able to kind of communicate with the kid. I touched the kid saw me, but I couldn't do that to my mom. So unresolved feeling or distance, the first thing that came to mind. I may still be processing unresolved emotions or feelings of separation from my mother, whether due to her passing away or the relationship I had with her. And I really loved my mom when she was alive. The dream could reflect that there are things left unsaid or unaddressed between me and creating a barrier to direct communication. This is common in dreams where one feels unable to connect with a deceased loved one. It can represent unfinished emotional business or lingering grief. This is so true because there are things my mom was unable to tell me before she passed away. Emotional or psychological distance could also be interpreted. In dreams, silence or an inability to communicate can symbolize emotional distance. Even though I were close in physical proximity to my mother in the dream, it might represent how I feel emotionally distanced from her, either due to her passing away or because of some unresolved issues in my relationship. This could also reflect a part of myself that isn't yet ready to confront certain feelings or memories tied to her. Again, I love my mom. Spiritual or subconscious separation. That's what being unable to speak to her might also interpret to. The overlapping timelines in my dream suggest that I and my mother may be existing in different realms or phases, her in the afterlife and me in the present. This temporary or spiritual difference may be symbolized by the lack of direct communication. It might reflect the difficulty in bridging the gap between life and death, or between past memories and current emotions. I could be sensing that while her presence is still felt, the direct connection I once had is no longer possible in that same way. That makes a lot of sense. Now, another thing that could mean is a reflection of acceptance. Sometimes dreams present us with silence or non-communication to symbolize the process of accepting that a loved one is no longer physically present. In this case, the inability to speak with my mother might represent the finality of her passing and a growing understanding that while she may remain with me in spirit, the kind of communication I once had is no longer possible.